this is Greg Kelly. Donate now to Toys for Tots, which works year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program. Established in 2008, it has provided over 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.
The Larry Kudlow Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
So we got a big push on fraud, waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid, Medicare, various welfare programs. Vice President J.D. Vance has been put in charge of this hunt for fraudsters. And I heard a report on Bret Baier last night that this is from Emmett Oz, who runs the Medicare and Medicaid divisions of DHS. It's big stuff, and it's going to save a lot of money. We welcome back Michael Faulkender, professor of finance at the University of Maryland, America First co-chairman for America Prosperity, former deputy secretary of the Treasury, helped drive home the tax cut bill. Michael, thank you. I know you're in between classes at Maryland, and I appreciate it very much. Let me just ask a question. Just, on this fraud business, which could be a lot of money and could help in reconciliation for offsetting tax cuts or budget and Pentagon increases, is this going to be, you think this will be a truly serious thing, and we will actually implement what kind of fraud that we find?
I do think it's serious, because you saw that the investigation that went on in Minnesota, the recent investigation that's gone on in California, there are tens of billions of dollars in fraud in just those. And so if you aggregate it up to the entire country, there's enormous opportunity for us to revisit not just the eligibility, but the extent to which the states are enforcing eligibility. Part of the problem that you have is that we make these large grants. They're largely matching programs where the federal government takes 50, 70, sometimes 80% of the cost share, but then leaves it to the states in order to verify that the money is being used appropriately and that the recipients are actually eligible. There's enormous opportunity for us to put greater requirements on the states in order to get these matching dollars, because what the Minnesota and the California examples demonstrate is that they didn't want to find the fraud. They wanted to kind of blind their eyes to it, because as far as they were concerned, the state wasn't paying for it, and it's money that's coming into their region. And we have got to change that, and we can do that through reconciliation.
I was listening to Emmett Oz on the Bret Baier show last night. He was there in the raid in Los Angeles, but they have, I don't know, it's about like 100 hospices, okay? And they looked at the data on the hospices. Now, a hospice is for the last weeks, okay? Tragically, whatever, it's the last week. Some huge number, like 90% or more of the people in these hospices were released, and they continued to live. So the scam, federal money is going into these hospices. It's an absolute scam. And in Los Angeles County alone, there was huge, billions, just in L.A. County alone. So there's a lot here. You remember also the GAO studies, 550 billion, waste, fraud, and abuse. I mean, this is what Elon Musk wanted to do. Now J.D. Vance can finish the job.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. This is exactly what the task for DOGE was.
Right.
This information exists, and when you think about unleashing artificial intelligence, not just on the information that the federal government has, but linking it to the states, linking it to what's just available on the internet, a lot of this fraud can be detected. So, for instance, one of the examples I was given was, because the states don't report their unemployment insurance rolls up to the Federal Department of Labor, there's really no check to see if somebody's simultaneously claiming unemployment insurance in more than one state.
Right.
So if we build out the systems to cross-check a lot of this information and make sure that people are not engaging in pretty vanilla scams, there's an enormous amount of money that can be realized for the American people. And as you said, we don't need to rebuild our military or take care of funding DHS and yet have that bill run a deficit. It should have offsets that come from saving money for the American people from these scam artists that are using the fact that we have legacy systems that don't talk to each other and that the enforcement mechanisms haven't been in place. So when I was IRS commissioner, that is why we were prioritizing building out the IRS, because if we can get off of 30, 50, 60-year-old computer systems, use modern analytics, use modern artificial intelligence to find pockets of noncompliance, there is massive amount of savings that can be realized for the American people.
One last one, and let's go back to school. Todd Blanche is going to be the new Attorney General, or at least acting Attorney General. Now, Michael, what I'm asking is, you've got Kevin Warsh hearings April 16th and the Senate Banking Committee. He's going to do well, I think. He's going to do very well. He's a smart guy. We know him, and he's great.
I do.
Okay, but the point is, do you think the new AG will, shall we say, suspend the investigation and subpoenas of the Fed in order to get stop Senator Tillis, from blocking Warsh's nomination? Is anything, do you think, going to change here?
I think that it's a great opportunity for the president to talk to Todd Blanche and put the criminal investigation to an end. I served on the Deputy National Security Council with Todd. I know him well. He's a man of integrity and a very smart guy, very hardworking. But ultimately, I do think it's going to take the president saying that he prioritizes Kevin Warsh's nomination over this criminal investigation into Jay Powell, and that for the benefit of the country, we need to move on and get Kevin Warsh installed and show Jay Powell the pasture.
Jay Powell's, he's finished. He should be finished into retirement. I believe it's May 15th. But it's Kevin Warsh problem. It's hashtag free Kevin Warsh. So you got a chance. You're right. A new guy. Maybe he'll go in and say to Mr. Trump, all right, it's time to let this go. We want to run the Fed. We want to put our guy in the Fed for the good of the country and the economy.
Absolutely.
All right. Mike Faulkender, very kind to give us a couple minutes. We appreciate it a lot. Hashtag free Kevin Warsh. Next up, National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien is going to talk to us some more about war strategies and the final push and President Trump's huge Truth Social placement. I'm Kudlow. We'll be right back.
The Larry Kudlow Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Let Century Management Solutions get you to your next medical appointment. They specialize in non-emergency medical transportation, connecting patients to care, safety, reliability, and on time. Their advanced technology platform seamlessly coordinates patients, healthcare providers, insurers, and transportation partners all in one powerful network. With over 200 trusted transportation providers, they deliver scalable solutions backed by real-time tracking and complete transparency. Go to SENTRYMS.com.